1980s, George Michael was a superstar of the highest order, but the 90s were much tougher for him professionally and personally. In 2008, he's set to surprise his public yet again, with an acting role in the new U.S. drama, Eli Stone, in which each episode is named after one of his songs.
Eli Stone is very, very exciting because I've finally had a chance to act, which is something that I could always do as a child, or I thought I could do as a child, and other people thought I could do as a child, but I presumed that that ability leaves. Looking at the other actors and actresses, not mentioning any names, but looking at other actors and actresses from the music industry, one presumes that you just get so self-conscious of your persona that you can't do it anymore. I just presumed. I was terrified the first day, so terrified, because it's so unusual for me to walk out onto a set or a stage and be the only person there that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. You know, it's really, that's not my normal, it's been a while, you know. So I was absolutely terrified, and it showed, I think, on the first day. And then they were so lovely to me when I came in on the second day. Mind you, the thing is, I did say up front to the director, I said, I know you're not going to be expecting anything from me, and I know you're going to be terrified that I'm crap, but please don't just give me a few words to say here and there, because I don't know what to do with that. You know, I really won't know what to do with "how are you?" You know, or please give me a bit of dialogue. So, but anyway, they tried to ease me in the first day, and it really was. It was a matter of sitting around 2.5, 3 minutes listening to other people talk and then going, "Bleh," and then stopping again. And it didn't go very well, so I was crapping myself by the end of the day. But the next day, we did a courtroom scene where actually I had to learn a kind of monologue-ish bit. You know, by my standards anyway. And it went really well. And it just got better and better from there. So what I think I learned is that if I wanted to get good at it, if I wanted to learn, it's there for me. You know, it's there to explore, because I think I didn't freeze, you know, in the way that I think a lot of musicians do. So we'll see. If I come back soon and they've only written me 3 more lines, then I know I'm wrong.
The actor George Michael may still feel a little out of place on the TV stage, but he's still completely at home on the musical one. He mounted his first tour in 15 years, selling out stadiums around Europe, and became the first artist to play at the new Wembley Stadium in London. It was a resounding triumph, although he was fined £130,000 for overrunning his show by 13 very expensive minutes. George had conquered Europe, but is he ready to tour America?
I'm really ready to tour America because I've never experienced being a nostalgia artist before. You know, I mean, of course there's a great deal of nostalgia, you know, involved in playing the tour in general, but these people have actually been listening to my music, you know, during that period of time in which America stopped listening to my music.
There's a huge curiosity factor, and because he's been away for so long, it's definitely going to read as fresh. He's certainly going to get an awful lot of media attention. There's certainly, I'm sure, is a core audience.
Also, I think they probably think I've run out of money, so they'll be blown away by the size of the show, you know.
Far from running out of money, George is one of the most generous artists in the music world.
The general public does not know that George is an extraordinary philanthropist. And I would say that outside of Elton John, he's probably the greatest philanthropist in popular music.
I remember years and years ago being a bit shocked I was supposed to be the second biggest contributor in the country, because I remember thinking, well, everyone else is a bit tight then.
George Michael's philanthropy may be something he modestly keeps close to his chest, but one thing that he is more than happy to shout about is a body of work that will be listened to for generations to come.
I don't care if people never see my face in the next, you know, for the rest of this century. The body of work is safe now. You know, if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, you know, people will remember what I've done and they'll still enjoy it, you know. I'm so lucky. I mean, people make brilliant music all the time that doesn't get played for 20 years, and for some reason mine just sits in that pocket where it does. And such an incredible thing to feel that you've achieved that. It's very possible that pop has had the best out of me that it's going to get. Even though I want to be making music till the day I die, it's perfectly possible to say, you know, 25 years on the charts is pretty good going, and you can't expect to be relevant forever, you know. But the body of work I've done already, 5 albums in 25 years, not exactly prolific, but I think pretty good in terms of quality.
He's a great songwriter. And you know, and all these experiences that he's had, all the things that the trauma and trials and tribulations that he's been through will, you know, I think they will be told in musical stories, you know.
George is likely to be remembered in 2 different ways in Britain and America. In Britain, he's a pop star, and in America, he's a soul boy.
There could be another act for him that could be surprisingly big.
More than anything else, I hope he's happy.
If I'm not, then I'm fooling myself very well, you know. If I'm not, then I'm doing a very good impersonation of happy, and I'm keeping it up.
What makes someone notorious? Inconceivable crimes.
The hair on the back of your